Guys, this is going to be a little quick update. And you guys are not going to believe what happened this morning when I was packing my stuff up. This is kind of a continuation of the live stream that I did this morning, where they were making us all our stuff and move it and get it out of the facility because some of us have too much stuff. Okay, well, you can look in back here, you can see I'm completely packed. I had the stuff that you saw in that video, that in the other live stream from this morning. You know, it took me almost 2 weeks to bring some of that stuff in, bring a lot of that in, because I slowly did it while at the same time tearing down the trailer. I'll show you here. I'm out here at my trailer right now, and I'll show you what the trailer looks like once it's all tore down. See, my stuff is underneath the snow, and I've got tarps up over that stuff. But once I collapsed everything and took the tarps off, that's what we're at. That's what the trailer looks like with all the tarps and everything tore down. And now I gotta scoop all that snow off and pull those tarps back, and then take the stuff that I have in the back of here and put it in there. This is what happened, all right? Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to see the comments that you guys pop up because I don't have my other stuff sitting here, so I'm gonna try to see them if I can. They brought me a cart so I could bring my stuff out easier. And I had to come out and adjust all the stuff that I already had in the back of my truck. Now, in the back of my truck, I have my, did they kick you out? Yes, Gabriel. Yeah, they kicked me out. Because I have shovels and stuff. Hey, I'm here. Greg. All right. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. Make sure it goes out, because the more thumbs up that my stuff, the faster it goes out to people, because I want a bunch of people in here to see this. So I had to come out and adjust the back of the truck, because I've got shovels, rakes, you know, I've got tools and stuff like that in the back of the truck that I use when I work. All right, so I had to shift all that shit out of the way and move it up against the back window here. And so that way I could bring in my boxes of work clothes. Some of them are dirty clothes, clean clothes, boots, you know, all that stuff that I had in the shelter. Most of that I had in the shelters in the back of my truck right now. Food, yeah. Now I'm going to have to stick all this shit here on my trailer, and I'm like 5 miles away from where I'm at. So I got to drive back and forth now, and I got to keep all this shit outside here. This is bullshit, you guys. So I come walking back I go out and I adjust my truck, all right? Take all the tools out and stuff and put it off to the side of my truck. And I'm walking back in, and two of the primary staff comes walking out. Hey, Sam, what's up? So two of the other staff come walking up. And they told me, now one of them I know didn't want this to happen. But the other one, on the other hand, because me and this other one had talked and stuff like that. The other one, on the other hand, just got her position, and now she's kind of on a power, you know, trying to prove herself in this situation, all right? They should not have put somebody like her in the position that she's in right now. And so they come out and they go, yeah, totally. We've asked you multiple times to get your stuff out of here because you just got too much stuff. And it kind of gets in the way, and you got your coffee maker in there, and that goes against OSHA rules, and we've asked you to move it out of there. Now, they've got a coffee maker too, but it's in the day room. And for some reason, it's okay for them to serve coffee for just a few hours in the morning, but they can't serve it all day long because maybe they don't have enough coffee or what. I don't know what the hell the deal is, but I'm sure they could. But they're just not doing it just to be bitches, most likely. Because there's no good excuse. If I, a homeless guy, can pull together the resources to supply coffee all goddamn day long, and they're the facility operators who have access to the goddamn general fund, why the fuck can't your asses do it? Why has it got to be one homeless guy by himself helping people out like that? But anyways, so they come up and they tell me, because you haven't been moving your stuff out of here very fast over the past few days, and you've just got way too much of it, we're giving you a 24-hour out. They gave me a 24-hour out, and the cold weather policy doesn't apply. We have a cold weather policy here that if it drops below 32 degrees, these shelters have to let you in. But, if you are an individual that creates too many problems, then they won't let you in. So they kicked me out for 24 hours until tomorrow. And regardless of how cold it gets tonight, I can't go to any of the shelters. Then I go in, and there's a lot of people who are worried about what just happened, because I help a lot of these people out. And when this happened to me, everybody was like, fuck, dude, this is totally wrong. They shouldn't even be doing. I talked to one of the other staff guys who works on the maintenance, and he was like, why the hell would they do that? I don't understand why they're doing this to you. And I was like, I don't either. I really don't either. So, maybe I'm making them look bad. I don't understand. I think it. What state county is this? I'm in Montana, and the county is Missoula County. Now, I do know, through my own personal research, I do know that the Missoula Housing Authority does a lot of, has a lot of pull, especially at the facility that I'm at. But at the other facility, the actual Poverello, see, I went up and I asked for some grievances, because this is not this is like an ongoing thing, not just with me, but with other people. Other people who come in there who might have dogs, and they bring in these dog pads so the dogs can lay down on the dog pads, or clothes, or stuff to be comfortable, so you don't have to fucking think about being a homeless piece of shit on the streets, you know. And so I'm not the only one who has a bunch of stuff that I like, that helps me be happy, so I can focus and stay goddamn sane, unlike all these other fucking freakoids that, you know, walk around and have hardly anything because they're just blowing their money, you know. That's another thing that really kind of pisses me off, because while I was sitting there and they were telling me that I had my out, I was getting a 24-hour out, they turn around and they go, totally, you can't be having all that stuff in here. You're not special. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, bullshit. That is bullshit. I go out and I work, I make money, and I have to buy this stuff, or I have to hustle it, or I have to trade for it, or people bring it to me, and then I utilize most of this stuff for the collective of people. You know, if I've got food back there, yeah, I'll share it. If I've got a cooking stove, yeah, I'll cook some food up for people. If I've got time to do it, you know, I'm not going to put my life off to the side to help somebody. I help. I don't support. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference there. Okay. I'm living in Washington. That's cool, Gabe. That's cool. So you know what the winters are like up here in the Northwest, right? So then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait a second. I go out. Plus, on top of that, not to mention the other stuff I do around the shelter. I just put some aluminum rockers on my mini bike, and it's awesome. Sweet, man. That's cool. So then they've got, so apparently I should be treated And I even go around and I fix stuff and help people. I've got my charger unit still sitting there at the building, so that way people can charge their phones and their tablets and stuff like that. They can stay charged there. So I left my storage, my charging unit there. Before this place opened up, some of you guys might have seen that thing that I built, which was a charging unit stand. It took me 2 weeks to save up the material. When I would go out to work, I'd look around for material and screws. I'd pick up screws off the ground, stick them in my pocket. And that's when I was camped out behind that hotel called the Red Lion. The Red Lion Hotel is where I was camped out at in my trailer in this thing. And it took me almost a week and a half to 2 weeks to build that thing up. I put casters on it and everything. And what it was is it was one of those Harbor Freight 12 plug-in units. And it had all these trays so people could put their phones and stuff. And it could be, this thing could be rolled out in the middle of that room, that big room, next to one of the pillars that have an outlet on it, plugged in, and then you could have a whole bunch of people could keep their phones and their tablets and everything all connected and charged, because a lot of these people have to stay connected with their payees. You know, they have, some of these people have problems and they can't govern themselves, so they have payees. People send them money every 3 days so they can live off of the money. And they've got, you know, people have to get in contact with, you know, the food stamp, Social Security, get their Social Security cards, all that kind of stuff. It's a way, the only way you can stay connected to all these agencies when you're homeless. All right. So I built this storage unit up, and like 3 days after the warming center opened up, and I even went down there and delivered the damn thing and put it in back inside the building. I called up and I was like, oh yeah. I says, I got this thing. I'm going to go drop it off. And I need somebody down there at the building to open up the door so we can bring this thing in. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. So I brought the thing in and dropped it off. I come to find out that one of these guys who doesn't really like me on the staff at the time, he don't work there anymore. He told everybody, he told the maintenance people to tear the thing apart and throw it away. And they did. But the maintenance guys didn't know it was my thing that I built. I went up and I asked them, I was like, hey, I heard you guys tore apart my charging station that I built. And they were like, oh shit, you built that? I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh yeah, Rocco told us to tear that thing apart. I was like, holy shit. I fucking put so much work into that damn thing so everybody could have a safe place to put their phones and not have that shit stolen. And then you guys, the higher ups, told you to destroy the thing. Did you know that it was mine? No, we didn't. If we would have known it was yours, we wouldn't have touched it. We would have left it. So that thing got destroyed. Last night I went out and scooped the snow out of the outside because I've got a snow shovel, and they don't have a snow shovel down there at the warming center. But I had one in the back of my truck. So what did I do? To be a good fucking citizen, to be a decent guy, I go out and I snow shovel, and I shovel the whole area. Because you guys can see we got a bunch of snow last night. See, look at my window. You can see it. So I went out and I did that. About a week ago, we have some dips in the ground outside. We had some dips in the ground. And they had some trucks come and dump a bunch of sand to level out the ground. Well, one area was level, and then there was another pile that was sitting there, and the pile sat there for like a week. So one night, I come walking out, and I'm having a cigarette, and I look over at that pile and realize, well, wait a second, I've got a goddamn shovel in the back of my truck, and I've got that rake, you know, the rigid rake. I've got one of those. Shit, I'll just take that pile of sand and level it. So I come back here, I grab my stuff, I go out there, and probably took me about 45 minutes to an hour to take this mound of dirt and level it out, you know. And, you know, it's stuff like that I do around there. Because I get bored, you know, and I see that something needs to be done, and I'll do it. You know, I won't even ask permission. If something needs to be fixed, I just come out here and grab my tools and go in there and fix it. If a board is is fucking weak on the wall or something like that, shit, I come out here, I'll grab some screws and fix the damn thing up. So it's not, it's not going to fall off and smack one of these schizo people in the head or something. You know what I'm saying? So I do stuff like that. And then they turn around and they do this shit. I think the thing is, a lot of the stuff that I do, all of this, because I try to bring quality to this place. I try to bring quality to these people's lives. It's no different than what I did at home. When I was with Crystal and Cody, I tried to bring some type of quality to their lives and do stuff that they don't have to worry about. I don't even know if they've even changed the damn air filter in the fucking heater yet. I haven't talked to Crystal in fucking 2-3 months now, something like that. So I don't know if they're even checking and keeping any maintenance up on the house or anything. They're probably breathing fucking cat dander left and right and fucking sick all the damn time or something. But, that's the stuff that dads think of, whatever. Anyway, so, they told me that, and they're like, yeah, that's what got me, is when they said, you're not special, everybody gets treated the same here. I'm like, no, that's bullshit. Considering all this stuff I do and everything I value and what I bring to this place and what I bring to these goddamn streets and how much I help these people out with, you do not get to treat me the same fucking way that some other person out there gets $800 off of SSI and then turns around and blows it all on fucking heroin. You don't treat me the same way you fucking treat those people. You done fucking lost your mind. And I'm pissed off. Hey, Bleach PC, how are you, Tolly? I'm pretty pissed. You guys, you'll watch. Yeah, I got kicked out for 24 hours out of the shelter because I have too much stuff, because I've got too much stuff. I'm too fucking comfortable. I display that I'm too damn comfortable there. That is just stupid. So they gave me some grievance reports, and they evaluate grievance reports on Tuesdays. So tomorrow they're going to evaluate the grievance report. But the thing is I'll be allowed back in there tomorrow. And what's the point in filling out the grievance when I can go back in there tomorrow? So I'm not going to deal with these fucking this grievance bullshit. What I am going to do is after I get done with all this shit, if I have enough time, it's coming on 2:30 my time. What I'll probably do is I'm going to go down to the county treasury department, and I'm going to find out who the board of directors are and set up a meeting with them, because this is just the first time. This is the first time I've ever been outed because I have too much shit. And I don't have too much shit. This stuff is quality crap that I use to benefit everybody that's around me. Whether we're out on the street or we're in a shelter somewhere. And you guys can go back and look at the last upload that I put. Not the one I did last night, because that one where it's all dark around me, if you look at the thumbnail, that was just something I was messing around with XSplit. Not that one. I don't even know. I'll probably take that one down. But it's the one I did this morning, where you can hear and see what goes on in that place in the morning time. And yeah. Because it's just not me that they do this shit to. It's like they want you to be living in squalor. They don't want you to be comfortable living on the street. They don't want you to have amenities that you need to have at home. Fuck, if they could wipe out your goddamn shampoo bottles and get rid of your shampoo, they would. And then another reason why I have so much shit is because whenever I turn to they've got 3 primary organizations that all operate together. They've got the Poverello Center, they have the Warming Center, and then they have the HOT Team. HOT, it stands for Homeless Outreach Team. Okay, HOT, all right? It's just kind of a ruse of a bunch of people who go around and try to help out the homeless people, but all they really fucking do is go out and hand out blankets and shit, and like food, and and the food is junk. The food it's garbage. I mean, it's not healthy for you. But that's all they really do. And each one of these people on the HOT Team are paid like fucking $18 an hour. when they go out and work, when they go out and walk around looking for homeless people and give them blankets and shit. Oh my God. I mean, it's like, I can't believe how, and I know they get, I don't know about the hot team. I don't know where they get their funding from, but I know the warming center here gets private funding. They don't get government funding or state funding. They get private funding. And I'd like to find out who those private funders are so they can fucking goddamn know the bullshit that happens down here. People get outed and thrown out into the cold for frivolous motherfucking shit. But there are some people who deserve to get booted out because they just freak out, you know. I mean, just what yesterday we had 3 people get booted out for like 3 to 7 days, I think 7 days or something like that, because they were just freaking out and getting violent and crap, throwing shit, getting in the faces of the staff. You know, but I'm never like that, you know. Yeah, sure, I get mad and you know, it gets a little irritating, you know, that, you know, if they're fucking, if it comes down to it and somebody comes up to them and says, hey, how come that guy has all that stuff back there but I can't bring my shit in? Well, then you simply tell the truth, because that guy's different. He actually adds some quality to this place, and we know him a lot better than we know you. So yeah, he gets perks that you don't get. I hardly ever ask for anything from anybody. Last year, I don't know, some of you guys might have been around and saw when my truck had the flat tire. Bogdan, message retracted. Oh, listen to the third one I'm working on inside the truck. Listen to the third one. I don't know what you guys are talking about here. I went on eBay, found a mini bike frame. Oh yeah. Listen to the third one I'm working on inside the truck. I don't know what you guys are talking about there. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Franklin got himself a little mini bike, finally. I know you've been wanting to get one of those. Thanks, Sam. Thanks. Yep. I do great work. That's cool. Yeah. But, so now I got to stay out of the shelter for 24 hours. I don't know where in the hell I'm going to go. It's too damn cold outside. There's no way I can sleep in my truck. I don't got the gas for my truck. Fuck. This is pretty bad. But then, yeah, I got to get this stuff pulled out of here. I got to go out and find out who the people are. And you know, I'm just, you know, if I go in there and I say, yeah, I want to find out who these board of directors are that's on the Poverello. I want to find out who these people are. They're not going to tell me, well, you just fill out a grievance report and we can go from there. No, I'm not going to fill out a grievance report. I'm going directly to the fucking top goddamn dogs. And if they're not going to change anything and they're not going to give some of these people leeway, then I'll fucking report this goddamn shit off to their insurance company and fucking do something. Do you have Cash App so I can send you money? What? Cash App. Sam, the only way I deal with any um donations or anything is through PayPal. I think the link is in this thing. If you click on that link, it'll take you off to a spot that where you can donate through PayPal. You use your card or something like that. I have 3 now. No mini. Oh. I have 3 now. No mini bikes working on inside 18-wheeler. Oh. You have 3 mini bikes that you're working on inside an 18-wheeler. Ha! I hope you're doing it in the back and not in the cab. That'll be a little weird. Yeah. It would be nice to be able to get a hotel room tonight. That'd be kind of nice, but I don't know. I haven't really gotten the word out yet this has happened. I mean, I got on YouTube here. I haven't even shared it on Facebook yet. I don't think anybody on Facebook knows. And I know a few people on Facebook who do have places, but I don't know, I don't like having to ask somebody if I can stay at their house because somebody else is being fucking assholes to me. You know? I didn't do anything for Thanksgiving. I didn't get contacted by Crystal or the kids or nobody. Nobody contacted me. Nobody asked, "Dad, are you doing okay?" Nobody even asked. Yeah, I hope I find someplace warm too. Not just someplace warm, but someplace I can sleep. There's places warm you can find, yeah, but you can't sleep there. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the cab. Oh, you're fixing 3 mini bikes inside your 18-wheeler cab. Oh, that means you got grease everywhere. You probably spilled oil on your floor, didn't you? Oh, I won't even work on my mini bike in the back of my truck. I finally got that thing all torn apart too. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see it, but it's behind me, sitting over here. Oh, I meant to sleep. Sorry. Yeah, right, Bleach. Yeah, yeah. And some of these, I do admit I do have a lot of stuff, but it's stuff that I use. You got to have work clothes. You have to have clean clothes. You have to have dirty clothes, or you're gonna end up with dirty clothes. You know, I need my tools so I can go out and work. I need food because they don't feed us on the weekends, and they don't feed us after afternoon. Afternoon, there's no food in the place. They have these little lunch bags, these sack lunches that does nothing but give you fucking massive diarrhea. It's horrible. You only eat that stuff when you are absolutely starving. And yeah, believe me, I've had my share of that stuff, and I've had massive explosive diarrhea the very next day. So I don't deal in that. I've got a little bit of food that I've acquired, and that on Facebook, my aunt sent me a care package. She actually sent me some pants, which was good because I didn't have all my pants had holes in them and stuff, and I ultimately just threw the things away. And then I check back if you do Facebook Live. Is engine working outside? Can't walk. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Tonight, I check back if you do Facebook Live. Inside. Oh, you leave the engines outside? Oh, okay. Can't walk. Can't work. Oh, I see. Tonight. Okay, I see. I see. On the catwalk where I must do of engine work, no grease yet on floor. Pay to have square carpets, but to get rid of. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You do all your engine work out on the back behind the cab, behind your sleeper unit, on the catwalk right there. And then anything else like putting the tires on and adjusting chain and all that kind of crap you do on the inside cab. Take care. Be safe. Yeah, bleach. Yeah. Yeah, I normally do. The only way I have people set up for the only thing I have set up, I have a Cash App, but I have no way to send the money from Cash App to get it. That's the thing. I don't have a bank account or anything like that, so yeah. That's why I always go through PayPal, and PayPal just uses a card. You know, you can use a debit card or the other stuff, credit card, all that kind of crap. But yeah, I only go through the PayPal thing. But yeah, then when this kind of stuff happens, when they come down on me, and this just isn't the first time, there's been other times too. It doesn't make me feel bad where I just have to comply. It pisses me off to want to take action against them. That's what it does. It does just the opposite on what they are expecting to do. It does just the opposite of what they expect to do, that it's going to do to me. And it just makes me mad. It makes me want to go and file. Well, I don't really want to file a lawsuit, but go in there and see that's how you go after public officials. You go after public officials not by filing a suit against them. You go after public officials by notifying their insurance company, staking a claim on their insurance, and you destroy their insurance. You make it so that way they're uninsurable for public service. I mean, what happens? What happens when you get claims on your driver's license for not having insurance on your car? What happens? You get too many claims on your insurance, and suddenly they drop your insurance, and you can't drive anymore because you don't have insurance. You see how that works? It's the same thing with public officials. You don't pull them into court. You just let their insurance company know about the bullshit that they're doing. It's unethical. Everybody sees this. If you people were standing there and watching all this stuff, and you see how I am and how I conduct my activities and my affairs, you guys too would be like, this is bullshit. Why are you? There's no reason why anybody should be targeting this guy for anything whatsoever. I mean, there's a bunch of people down there that are mad about it too. God, I'm tired. And on top of that, this morning on my live stream, you saw that girl that came up and picked up that bag of her clothes. They were telling her that she had to take her stuff out because her cubby hole was filled up. But another stupid thing is that if I went out and I were to make a closet on rails, because I've got that cart, the cart that I show in that video, and the cart that I've shown on in here that I put my food on my trailer, that cart has casters on it, and it stacks up to being almost 6.5 feet tall. So I can stack that. I can put that. It's a clothes cart is what it is. So it's got casters on it. If I could bring that thing in and set that whole fucking thing up, I could put a lot of my stuff right on that, and it could cart around anywhere. Just move it out of the fucking way. But they don't let you do that because it's so fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You can't make your own closet and have your own shit, or have a cart like that, like what I've got, to put your stuff on. It's like they force you to live in squalor. You can't have a lot of good stuff. You have to be living in squalor. You have to look like you're fucking homeless. You have to look like that. Stupid. Fucking stupid. Hey, Atsar, what's going on? Yeah, I got booted out of the warming center for 24 hours, and I can't go back even for the warming if the temperature drops. there's a policy here that if you yeah. And when they came out and they told me this, there was a bunch of people standing around and they heard them say this to me. We're going to give you a 24-hour out, and the temperature guidelines don't apply. And the temperature guidelines, the emergency temperature guidelines are if the temperature drops below 32 degrees, then they'll let you in. Why did they kick you out? Because I apparently have too much stuff. I have too much stuff, and they wanted me to start taking everything out over the past few days because I have too much stuff. And just get rid of it. And I'd be like, where am I supposed to put it? We don't care. Just get rid of it. You can't have all this stuff in here. They're fucking, it's work clothes. It's, if I could sit here and tear all this stuff out and open all these boxes up and show you guys all this stuff. Work clothes, clean clothes, pants, shirts, socks, underwear. Yeah. Just keep it out in your truck. Fuck that. My tools are in my truck. This is what I use to go to work with. The fuck is wrong with you? Absolutely ridiculous goddamn fucking people. Yeah, so now it's like I don't know where to go. Because when you get outed at one facility, you can't go to the other one. Right, that's right. It's there to help people. And even in their mission statement, Montanans helping Montanans. Am I not a Montanan? Do I not go out and get this stuff? Because that's another reason why I have a lot of this stuff. Because there's other stuff that I don't use and other people do. That's one of the reasons why I have it. Because other people need to use it, so I let them use it. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons that's, I got stuff in here. I mean, like right here. Look, see? I got my tools in here. I got, this is one of like 4 or 5 bags I've got tools. I actually go out and buy tools with my money and not fucking heroin. Fucking bitches. And these goddamn idiots think that I should, that I should live in squalor just like all those other homeless people. Bullshit. If I've got the resources to make my life better, you're goddamn right I'm going to do it. You don't turn around and tell me how I should live my life. I don't see, whoever these people are that fund this shit need to know about the crap that goes on down here. Either the mayor or the governor or fucking somebody higher up needs to know what goes on down here. Because this is just fucking ridiculous. This is abuse of power. Or maybe it's abuse of power. I don't know. But sometimes they'll come up to me and they'll complain about my music being too loud. We got a complaint. Okay, you got a complaint that the music is up a little too loud. Okay, who's the person complaining? And most of the time, it's these people who have schizophrenia. And it's normally one person. So I have to turn down the music that everybody likes. Because I play a lot of older 70s and 60s, Creedence Clearwater, stuff like that. Stuff that everybody feels good to listen to. But you got that one motherfucker who can't deal with the fucking music because the voices in their head spasm out. And now the whole fucking place is supposed to conform to that person's fucking disability. So at 1 minute, 1 second, the whole fucking facility is operating based upon a Republican criteria, the Republic, where everybody's rights are respected. Okay, but then at certain times, it becomes a democracy, and it's what everybody wants. So that's what we're gonna do. They make this shit up as they fucking go, is what they do. And when you challenge them at it, and you bitch and you complain and you bark at them about it, that it's bullshit, this isn't a real policy, they turn around and they out you because you're being combative against them. So I'm not gonna fuck around with these little peons. I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight to the top, and I'm not gonna be. I'm You should start a van life. Well, van life, yeah. Yeah, I know. But because of this bullshit COVID thing, they've shut down a lot of mental hospitals and sent people out to the shelters. Because they can't rip off the Fed enough. That's kind of what it comes down to. A lot of these Department of Housing units and all these government aided programs can be privately funded, like what this is, like what this warming center is. It's privately funded. Man, I gotta jump out and go to the bathroom quick, guys. I'll be right back. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm gonna get all this stuff taken care of here, because I'm out here right next to my trailer. Here, Atsar, I'll show you this. This is my trailer. This is what my trailer looks like. See the 2x4s that are set up? Yeah, that's what the tarps were pulled up over. And then a lot of that stuff is stuff I didn't bring. The stuff that's underneath the tarps now is stuff I didn't bring to the shelter. And they sit there and tell me I should just take some of this stuff and put it out in your truck. You don't need it all in here. Bullshit, I need it in here. I'm not going to fucking put work clothes out my goddamn truck and then come outside and change my fucking clothes right out in goddamn public and put on frozen clothes. I'm not going to keep my clean clothes out here. I'm not going to keep my fucking food out here where the shit freezes. I'm not going to bring out my fucking all my electronics. My laptops and shit like that, the speakers, my Bluetooth speakers, stuff like that, the stuff that people like the music I play. People love the idea that I play the music in that shelter because that place gets fucking irate. And then I'll put on some soothing music, and it calms the whole fucking place down. Yeah, the batteries and the stuff would suffer. I know. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? What they do, I think, it's got to be a multiple things that, I help out a lot of these homeless people. I help them out with stuff that the hot team doesn't help out. I remember last year when my truck got that flat tire, I called the hot team and asked them. Now, some of these people who work on the hot team have their own shops at home. They have their own shops. They got their own fucking tools sitting right in their damn garage. I call up the hot team and I ask them, hey, I just got a flat tire. I need some help changing this thing. I don't have the tools to change my tire. Could you guys come and help? Because that's what they're fucking supposed to do. They're supposed to be a homeless outreach team to help out the homeless when they get into a bind. You know what they told me on the phone? We don't do that. I'm like, you guys don't have any tools or anything like that, and you couldn't come out here and help me change a fucking tire, just one tire. I've got a flat here. I need to roll it down. I need to take the tire off. I don't have the tools for it. I need to change his tire. No, we don't. That's another reason why I gotta have all this shit. Because every single goddamn time I turn around and try to call these helpful administrative agencies, their fucking bitch asses don't know what to goddamn do and they can't help. You know, it would have been no big deal for any of those people on the hot team to say, oh yeah, all right, Tully, well, I'll tell you what, I get off at 4 and the tire place closes at 5, so I'll be there as soon as I possibly can. We'll get that tire ripped off of there, we'll get it down, have them change the tire, plug that hole, and then get it back. But I'm gonna have to stop at home first and get my tools. Duh. Goddamn duh. I had to get on Facebook and give a shout out on Facebook to some of the people that I know that live around here, and they brought me tools. I try to be as self-reliant as I possibly can. I don't even, I rarely use the other services. You know, I'll go in and I'll stay and I'll sleep and stuff like that. You know, I'll only use what I actually need to have. I've got my own goddamn forks and spoons, so I don't have to use theirs at the goddamn facility. Ridiculous bullshit. I don't even know who would have information. Would the Treasury Department have that? The County Treasury Department have a list of the insurance agencies that cover all these facilities? I know. Yeah, apparently. They expect you just to show up with just a fucking blanket and whimper and whine and then ask for their help. Help me. I'm too pathetic. I can't do it on my own. Help me. But then somebody like me comes along and it's just like, shit, I got it. I can make this happen. I can get things going. You know, I don't need your help. All I need this, and this. I need a spot where I can plug my stuff in. I need a warm place to sleep, and I'll deal with everything else on my own. Which is kind of weird because I was sitting there thinking, I was talking with Megan the other night. Megan is that girl that was on my live stream on Facebook. Atsar, if you saw my live stream from last night, Megan is that girl that's on there, and I really like her. I really do. She's really cool. I really like her. It's like, yeah. There's hope there, man. There's definitely hope there. I really like her. But we were talking the other night because we went out driving around and looking at the Christmas lights because she wanted to get out of the place and I wanted to get out of the place, you know, because there's only so much you can handle before you got to get the hell out of there. Okay. All right. So me and her, we jumped in the truck and we went driving around looking at Christmas lights on the houses and stuff around here. And, she had, God, where was I going with this? I totally just lost my train of thought because I was thinking, I'm thinking about her now. Okay. Oh, damn it. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of factors that why. See, most of the people they're like me, but there's one lady that doesn't, and she covered the same spot that the other guy didn't, or that the other guy left on. I don't know if you guys remembered a few weeks ago before this place opened up. I would go down to the POV because I never slept in there. I always stayed in my trailer. I would go down to the POV and plug my chargers in. Okay, my little chargers and shit, stuff like that I've got for to keep my phone charged. These little chargers and stuff. With the what you call it. This one's a fancy one. I got this. Somebody brought this to me. This is really cool. It's like a little solar power charger one, and it's got a light on the back end, and I can charge my phone off of it. That's pretty neat. I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, it comes in really dang handy, and it's like rugged and stuff. You can drop it. It's got rubber all around it. It's really neat. But I would bring those down to the shelter, and I would plug all my stuff in. I'd plug in my speakers. I'd charge all that stuff up, so that way I'd have lighting. I'd have a fan, because I got this little fan that runs off of these little things. I got this little fan, and it keeps me cool when it was like 98 degrees at night. Trying to sleep in that thing. It kept me cool. And then I had lighting, because I have to run all my lighting, those LED strips. Well, I can set it up on white and then have light on the inside of my trailer, inside of my flatbed there, So I got lighting, and I run out of these batteries. Okay, so I got to charge them up. Well, I go in there and I charge them up, and I've got this this charger unit that can charge 6 of these batteries all at once, but it takes like 8 to 10 hours to charge that many batteries up at once. So I had a bunch of this stuff sitting there, so it's all charging at once, so I don't have to come in every goddamn day and keep charging one stupid battery. All right? I tried to operate efficiently. Well, this one guy who was like second in command there, his name was Rocco, he didn't like that. He didn't like that I would bring all this stuff in and charge it, because I just had too much of it. And I'm sitting there thinking, motherfucker, you guys pay a set amount on your electricity. It's like, it doesn't matter whether you use 10 gigabytes of fucking juice or not. It doesn't matter. You pay a certain amount of money every month for the electricity. Hold on a second, you guys. There we go. They pay a certain amount of a certain amount every month. So it doesn't matter whether you use, a lot of electricity or a little bit of electricity. It doesn't matter, because you always pay the same amount every month. There we go. So yeah, it's really stupid. And then so he comes in and he says, tell you just come in and you charge all your stuff up, and then you go to your gypsy wagon. That's what he called my trailer, a gypsy wagon. You go up there and you go up to your gypsy wagon, and then you guys party all night long. Apparently I'm a partier now too. Yeah, I party all night long. So you can't charge your stuff anymore. I can't charge my phones. I can't charge the speakers. I can't charge any of that shit at the shelter anymore. At the Poverello. Not here at the warming center. I'm talking about the Poverello. So I literally got 86 out of there because I was charging my shit. Do you guys see how fucking ridiculous this crap is? It's pathetic. I mean, would you guys, if you guys knew that your kid, that your son was staying in a facility that does that shit to him, what would you do? What would you think about that facility? What would you think? Would you think that your kid is actually going out there and doing some type of abusive thing to the people and they don't like him and they're just looking for reasons to kick him out? Do you raise kids like that? My grandparents didn't raise me that way. My mom didn't raise me that way. My dad didn't raise me that way. It's really stupid. It's stupid and pathetic. They have the audacity to say that everybody needs to be treated equally. Oh, really? Really? Everybody should be treated equally. Really? Okay, let's think about that for a second. These new co-workers, your co-workers that you guys just hired last week, should also have access to the general fund account. How's that? Because everybody needs to be treated equal. You guys need to give them access to the bank accounts, to this facility's bank account, the general fund from the housing authority. Give them access to that money. Everybody needs to be treated equal. Yeah, no, wrong. If somebody is applying themselves to do more, then their goddamn asses get treated differently and better. They've got seniority. They've proved to their ass that they are somebody worth keeping the fuck around. I wish I was smart. You know what I'm saying? I just sometimes wish I was really smart and I could, like, notice this stuff. Somebody who goes out and works and achieves their own property to their own ends should be treated better than those who do not go out and work and live off fucking government aid. When they can go out and work, when they can go out and achieve something, when they can go out and do something. Dumb. Just dumb. And it's a stupid idea to turn around and, oh, just store what you need in your trailer and then just have stuff and then you can go, if you need something, you can go back to your trailer. All right, well, you know, I even mentioned it before. That raises your cost of living now because you got to spend the gas to get here. I'm not going to fucking walk here. I have a truck, and that's what a truck is for, to go places where you don't want to walk. Take a bus. No, buses don't come out here. That's why you have your own vehicle, so you're not burdened with setting your whole goddamn life up based upon somebody else's clock. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I got to work on this stuff, you guys. It's already been an hour of me ranting and chanting about this shit, but that's what's going on right now. I got booted out of there because I have too much quality shit and I do too much good around there or something. That's not the reason, though. The reason is because I didn't get rid of the stuff that they wanted me to get rid of because they don't think I need to have it there. Like my food. Like my work clothes. Like my bedding. Like dirty clothes. Dress clothes. It's really dumb. Try to imagine that. everything that you have for your shower. Let's take your shower in your house or your trailer. You take your shower and you move it 4 miles away. Now you take your living room and you take your living room and you move your living room a mile away. You leave your bedroom right there where you're at right now. You take your kitchen, and now move that 2 miles away in the other fucking direction. You tell me how much of a pain in the fucking ass that would be. Oh, and on top of that, each one of those places you can only go at a certain time. Think about it. You can only go to your bathroom. You can only go to your bathroom at 10 o'clock in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. So you have an hour and a half to get to your bathroom from your bedroom and get there for 2 miles. You can only get into your living room to watch TV between the hours of 2 and 5. So you got 3 hours there. Then you got your kitchen. But your kitchen is only open when nobody's fucking watching. You go in the door to make something to eat. You have to sneak in there to make yourself some coffee or to eat something. Think about that. Try to live that way on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis, try to live that way. Oh, but the problem is, then there comes another problem. You get up and you go to work at 9 in the morning, and you work until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. When are you going to take a shower? When are you going to be able to go to your living room to watch any movies or something? Sit down and watch something. Relax. Because you can't because you're at work. How are you supposed to maintain a decent morale and not get mad and not fucking turn around and turn into a criminal? I wish there was a way I could get some property around here in town, right on West Missoula. Just a simple half acre. I wish there was a way I could do that. Just get a half acre of land and I can just do whatever I goddamn want to do with it. Somebody told me I was talking with Amanda the other day, or not Amanda, but Megan the other day, and I was thinking, we should start our own nonprofit organization where people can contribute to us specifically the homeless people. Contribute to us specifically, and then show the proof of what we're doing with whatever they give us. Because that's one thing everybody wants to see. If you're gonna, if some private organization out there wants to send as a good tax write-off, $10,000 off to a nonprofit organization, they want to see what the fuck their money's being used for. They want to see it, right? I'd want to see it. If I'm about to fork out $10,000, or I'm going to fork out $50,000 off to a nonprofit organization because I get special tax write-offs from the IRS, I would really like to know that I'm contributing to something that's actually beneficial, something that's going to help people, And I'm pretty sure I've got the character to do something like that because I've done it, on my YouTube here for years, right? I've given all these shout outs to channels, help them grow, Did certain builds that people wanted to see. There was a lot of builds that people wanted to see that I didn't do. I kind of wanted to do a drift trike. I wanted to get that Wastelander thing done. That would have been really cool. You guys would have thought that thing was fucking awesome because I tested it out in my CAD program that I don't have anymore. But I was testing that, messing around with it in my CAD program. Oh man, it worked. It would have been another super omega unique build just like the Batmobile. It would have been awesome. You guys would have went, what the fuck? I would have never thought of doing something like that. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, I got to get going. I got to get my butt in gear and achieve some shit. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys can't help out, the PayPal link is down in the description. It brings you off to a page. And yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I don't have the money to actually rent a hotel room. It would be kind of nice. But I'm already goddamn tired and I got a bunch of other stuff to do. Living like this is very exhausting, you guys. You wouldn't believe how exhausting this is. Oh my God. If I could live stream all day long from my phone and actually have people come in and watch the whole goddamn thing, you guys wouldn't believe the shit that I go through on a daily basis. The fights that I see, the yelling, all the crazy that happens, all the people I help out, all the things I do. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's been an hour and 7 minutes. So I'm going to shut this down and try to get out and accomplish something. Because, yeah, I have to. And I want to. So, all right, guys. I'll talk at you later. And I'll see you all. I'll try to keep you guys informed of stuff. I'm going to lose my service here in 2 days. What is today? Okay, today's the 7th. I'm going to lose my phone service on the 12th. I'm hoping I can come up with $55 by that time so I can keep my phone on. But yeah, because that's the only way I can stay connected to anybody. That's the only way anybody ever can call me, or I can stay. Yeah, I mean, I can get on a Wi-Fi system, but I can't use my phone to call any places that I need to call. And we haven't been working. Yeah, my boss, because of the weather and stuff like that, he's an older guy. He doesn't like to come out and work in this kind of crap. In the past 2 weeks, we probably worked 4 days. Yeah. So I've been giving people rides and stuff like that, and they give me like $5 to put in gas and stuff. So that's pretty much how I'm able to keep the gas going, by giving other people rides to do stuff. But I need to have an oil change. I need to change my oil because I got my service light. My oil service light's starting to come on now. And the last time I changed my oil was last year. Oh, God. And then I also got, oh yeah, I'll let you guys know about that. But I'm waiting on the last hearing that I went to for court. I'm waiting for the audio recording of that. Yeah. You'll get a kick out of that because the judge, I made some statements in the case, throughout the case, and nobody rebutted them and nobody challenged them or nothing like that. And then at my very last hearing, I reversed the liability. I put some liability on the state for forcing me to live homeless. And then when I was done mentioning all that stuff, the judge turned around and called me a dick. I was kind of like, took off by that, you guys, you know, right there in the courtroom. I was telling one of the statements that I made was, Your Honor, if I was really a violent individual, I'm around people who have PTSD, schizophrenia, people who freak out, break out, drunks, alcoholics. If I was really a violent individual, I'd be in here catching cases left and right. I says, but I haven't gotten in trouble at all. So to view me as being a violent individual is erroneous. And he turns around and goes, well, I don't think it's a question of whether or not you're a violent individual, Mr. Sainum. I think you're just being a dick. Oh, man. But I want to get that hearing, the audio in that hearing, and then convert it over to a WAV file. And then, yeah, I'll play it on YouTube here, and you guys can listen. You guys will hear me in court. Rawr. It's not really, I mean, I wasn't yelling or barking or anything like that. The judge gets mad at me, and he actually had a security guard come in. They had a security guard standing behind me because they thought I was going to get mad and get pissed off and stuff, but I didn't. You know, I'm around security guards and cops all the damn time on a daily basis. You know, I'm not scared of them. You know, and they have the security guard come walking in and stand behind me. I'm like, fine, if he wants to stand in here, that's fine. Yeah. Trying to intimidate me and shit like that, but yeah. It was pretty funny. And then I went out, went over to the clerk's office, and then I paid my fines right away. That very day, right when I walked out. I paid my fines. So my fines in the case are done. I paid everything off. Boom! Big chunk of money. Paid everything off. Now all they want me to do is take some classes and crap. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, I'll go fall asleep. Okay, guys, I gotta get going. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to thumbs up and like the video or whatever if you want. I'm not seeing any comments flying through here, so I don't know if you guys are commenting or what's going on, but yeah. If you guys come in and watch this later or whatever, post a comment or ask a question down below in the, not the description, but the other spot. So, yeah. Thanks for everybody who's helped out in the past. Thank you very much. It's really great. You know, I'm not blowing your money on booze and clear meth and dark, or, you know, which is heroin, clear and dark, or glass, or whatever, however, whatever, depending upon wherever you're from. I don't even smoke weed. So you guys know that whenever you help out, I don't use it for frivolous shit. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you guys later. Wish me luck. I have a feeling this is going to be a horrible, horrible night.